It is a holiday weekend, so I do have to wait until Tuesday before any mechanics are open. And the problem with my car is going to be very expensive, I think. It is either the tire was bolted on too tight and it blew off of the bolts, because that's literally what happened, or I have a serious misalignment, which will cost me hundreds upon hundreds of dollars. Yeah, I mean, you could maybe say that today's the worst. Well, no, today's not the worst day ever, because I still don't even know what is gonna happen. It's all speculation until Tuesday, and it's Sunday. So I had a nice little quiet parking lot to cry in for a while, and now I've packed my backpack with basically everything I own that's relatively expensive. And I'm now walking to some businesses. I'm gonna see if I can get a hotel room. Oh, at least it's not hot anymore. It's cooling off right now. But I was standing on the side of the road for almost an hour, I think, in 100-degree weather, so that wasn't very fun. Yeah, not the best day today, you guys. I'm feeling pretty sad.
Damn Skippy, you're not.
Okay, I'm gonna try and make coherent sentences at this point. Basically, I brought Minnie into the doctor back in Washington State. The gentleman who checked out my car said that there was no danger, that the tapping noise I was hearing was just a belt that was like hitting against something, and there was no danger and it wasn't a big deal and I didn't need to get it fixed. Well, yesterday, out of nowhere, I was driving Big Sur, hopped over to the 101, and all of a sudden my car starts making an insane amount of rattling, as you guys saw. Anyways, it's getting worse. I'm getting more and more nervous. I'm like, okay, I gotta get ready to like get stranded. Like, I can't drive. But I wanted to make it as close to the beach as possible because it's Labor Day weekend, and I knew that no places were gonna be open until Tuesday, and if I'm gonna get stranded, I might as well be like where it's cool out, where I can be in a tent, or at least have things to do that bring me joy, which is to be near the ocean. And I made it about 20 minutes away. I was exiting to go to Trader Joe's and buy some food for myself, and I was taking the turn and my entire wheel flew just straight kind of out and ahead of me about 10 feet. It was insane. Some locals stopped and helped me out until a state trooper arrived, and then the state trooper, you know, parked his car in front of my car because I'm kind of in the way. I'm right on an exit ramp, which isn't the worst place to break down, but it isn't the best. Anyways, I got towed, and then by that point it was almost 7 o'clock by the time I like packed my backpack with all of my things. Basically, I started trying to find a place to sleep that night, and it was like the hotels were like in chaos mode. Everything was getting filled last minute. All of the hotel prices were skyrocketing. I literally was on the phone with someone. She quoted me like 170, and while we were talking on the phone, her second to the last room booked, and so the room I was gonna get went from 170 to being 220, and etc., etc. It was terrible. Eventually, I made my way to my first 2-star experience, and it felt more like a half of 1 star. I feel absolutely disgusting. My skin was crawling all night. I did see bugs. It was pretty terrible, so I did not sleep well. And now I have just arrived at a Starbucks where I will go get some work done, hopefully, and can kind of shift my frame of mind onto my work. And I'm gonna do that. But the really, really good news is my sister found someone that I can stay with. So I'm gonna be meeting this married couple that lives in the area. I believe they met on a missions trip a long time ago, and they were still Facebook friends. And I reached out on multiple platforms and some Facebook groups and stuff to see if I could find anywhere I could stay because of the hotels being so expensive. But my sister came out for the win, thank you. And they are gonna come pick me up at some point, but of course I could be here all night if I needed to be, and I would not be mad because Starbucks is like my home away at this point. So yeah, that is really, really great news. I did have to spend $100 last night on a nasty garbage room, and it was the worst $100 I've ever had to spend, so that was cool. But yeah, I just have to chill out for today, and then tomorrow morning I get to go to the mechanics and hopefully figure out what I'm gonna do. So, drama. Yeah, I'm not in good spirits, but yesterday was worse, and we'll see how tomorrow goes. But today I'll be okay. I'll be okay. It's Tuesday. Yay! Today's the day. I'm currently in downtown Paso Robles. I'm staying at a family friend's house. They have been so great, and I actually got to relax a little bit last night, kind of not think about my current situation. And I got a really good night's sleep. I was really tired from all the stress of the last couple days. So that was really nice. I had Nick drop me off in downtown for the day so that I can, not be stranded at their house because it's a little out of the way from everything. So I just had some breakfast at a cafe. Had to make about 30 phone calls. I am not exaggerating. Basically, the mechanic that I had my car towed to is unable to do the work. And, I had like 3 people telling me go to a tire shop when that's not what I wanted. Basically, sometimes you shouldn't listen to other people because they don't know anything. But it's not like I know anything either, so it's frustrating. But I had to get my car towed to another shop. So I'm actually doing that remotely. Hopefully everything goes okay. I just really didn't want to Uber to one shop and then ride to another shop, and then I'd have to Uber from there, and it's just a big old hassle at this point. So I'm just waiting, you know, for any phone calls if there are any issues with the transfer of my key. And then once Minnie gets to the new mechanic, I will be able to hopefully hear from them within a few hours with the verdict as far as time frame goes and price. Yeah, so I just have to wait more. In the meantime, I'm just gonna walk around and explore downtown Paso Robles. Okay, it is 8:30. I spent my entire day waiting for my quote. I spoke with him at 5 o'clock, the guy at the place. Spoke with him at 5 because they closed at 5, and he said he was gonna be staying late and he would be finishing up the quote tonight, and he would be calling me before he left. It is now 8:30. I doubt I will hear from him, and I am incredibly frustrated. Today was the day I was supposed to find out something, and I have found out nothing. So I am not doing good. Luther. Hi. Hi, sweetie. Holy hot out. Holy buckets. Alright guys, hi. Today is... Oh, this lighting is so bad. Okay, Luther. Alright, so today is Wednesday. Was hoping this video would be over by now. Thank you so much if you're still hanging in there to see how the story ends, because I'm still waiting myself. But today, I finally was able to speak with the mechanic. I am having a new wheel bearing, a new hub. I might need a new rim on my wheel, a new rotor as well. Oh, and new bolts. So, you know, the whole thing that was broken. Nothing was super shocking, except for the price, of course. He has quoted me just over $800. So, you know, it stings, but the really good news is he says my car will be ready today. So Minnie and I should be having a reunion within a few hours. I am literally just sitting around and waiting for the phone call. And, you know, my biggest fear is that he's gonna call and say, well, I found this, this, and this, so now it's gonna be this, you know, and I was very clear with him that, like, that can't be. It just can't be. So, all in all, I feel so much better, finally, after 2 days of waiting. Well, longer than 2 days, but finally to have some answers, have some resolve, and the very likely chance that I will be continuing this trip as planned and finishing it as planned. We've reached a major hiccup, and I've had to skip over quite a bit of California, but at this point I am just gonna say that the West Coast has been a flop in and of itself. I went from severe wildfires to a heat wave, and now to my car being broken. So I'm just gonna have to come back, probably in like the springtime. That seems like a good option for me. So I hope to do that as soon as it's plausible for me. And I'm just, yeah, I'm feeling a lot better today, knowing at least something, and hopefully everything goes according to plan. But this is why you budget for emergencies, you guys. I had an emergency budget, and there it goes. All right, I will update you guys once I speak to the mechanic. Yay. Look at it's a little kitty party. Hi, babies. Oh, you don't like the kitty. Cute. Do you hear that?
She's a little diva.
Okay, so it's been a day, like since I talked to you guys. I talked to you guys this morning. Just to update you, around 2 p.m. they gave me a call and basically racked up the price another $100 or so. I don't really feel like getting into details on it, but it basically, my tire rim got bent from driving it while it was damaged, and basically I just had to buy another tire. So that's the 5th tire I've purchased in the last few months, so that's pretty cool. And I'm now having Sabrina, one of the lovely, lovely humans, to allow me into their home. She's driving me to the mechanic. They closed at 5. It is now 5:30. He said the car would be done around 5:36, and I'm really tired of just playing phone tag. So I'm just having her drop me off there so that they are not gonna do what they did to me last night, which was not call me when they said they would. So I'm just gonna go because I am anxious and I can't handle it anymore. Okay, let's go get Minnie. Minnie, I'm coming. Everybody, my baby's back. My baby's back. Oh. I'm so happy. I am so. It has been a really, really hard few days. It is Wednesday. This happened on Sunday. It was too many days. I am so happy. I just spent basically $1,000 on my dearest Minnie, but I think everything's gonna be okay. I'm gonna be pretty like cautious and observant over the next, you know, few days just to make sure everything's okay and whatever, but all in all, I was pretty happy with the service I got. I think that they took pretty good care of me, and I'm really ready for the next adventure, and I'm ready to, I'm just really, I'm just so ready for this part to be over. So I've got a bottle of sparkling wine waiting for me back at Jillian's house, and a pizza, and I've got really, really, really exciting plans tomorrow that I'm actually gonna be able to follow through on. Okay, I gotta go. I'm gonna, I'll show you guys a little bit of like just what my car looks like now, because it is pretty bent out of shape in a few places. So I'll show you guys that, but otherwise we're done. This video took way too long to make. It took 4 days to make. I'm done feeling sorry for myself, and I'm ready to finish this trip with a bang. We're gonna make the next month amazing, okay? Are you guys in? I'm in, okay? I love you guys so much. Thank you for all the support, all the kind words and wishes. It really is so meaningful to me to have you guys here. Thank you so much. I love you guys. Oh.